greatest power is the power of the subconscious mind. Victory will take a permanent seat in our life on the very understanding of this power of our mind. Alpha meditation is the best way to realize the innermost power of our subconscious mind. Through this meditation, one can generate positive energy, visualize the solution to all worldly problems, and release stress, achieve goals at ease, create positive thoughts in the subconscious mind, improve relationships with family and friends, lead a healthy life, and ultimately reach greater heights in life. Dr. Vijayalakshmi Pantayan preaches, teaches, and propagates this unique power of the subconscious mind. Dr. Vijayalakshmi Pantayan has been mentored and trained by ancient Siddha gurus on numerous systems of meditation. Being a psychologist, she is a dynamic and effective counselor and mind power expert. Alpha meditation workshops have been exclusively researched and designed by Dr. Vijayalakshmi Pantayan. This has proven to be one of the best methods to transform and empower lives. Started in the year 2000, it is being conducted throughout India. Thousands have been benefited through Alpha meditation workshops. Many have been revived, refreshed, and relieved of many struggles and are leading a happy and victorious life. People with suicidal tendencies too have gained confidence in life. Alpha meditation gives hope to the lost and despair. We will now listen to Dr. Vijayalakshmi Pantayan on the need and importance of Alpha meditation.
Hello friends, I am Shahida and welcome to your favorite show Alpha Mind Power. Friends, meditation is the boon for our life and it conveys the magical path towards our existence. To tell more things regarding this, we have in our studio Dr. Vijayalakshmi Pantayan, who's the Mind Power trainer. Dr. Pantayan, welcome to our studio.
Yes, thank you.
Dr. Pantayan, if you are talking about the Alpha workshop, when it was started?
Alpha Mind Power workshop I started in 2000 as a one-day workshop. It's now more than 11 years and it's going very strong. We have various levels which I have created now. Altogether we have about 9 workshops, but basically the first level is what everyone has to attend first, and that is the level which I created in 2000 and it is doing very well now.
If you are talking about the level of your workshops, so how many levels you have?
We have 7 levels, higher levels, and then 2 other workshops are the parallel workshops. Altogether we have 9 workshops, and the first level is the one which deals with all our needs like health, wealth and happiness, we say, are the 3 most important things for any human being. So we deal with all those categories in the first level itself. So when a person attends our first level class, workshop, Alpha Mind Power, he will know how to address his health, wealth and happiness issues in life.
Doctor, in today's time, depression is the worst thing in our life and it can make our life hell. So, it can cure by Alpha Mind Power depression?
Yes. See, depression comes in a person's mind mostly when he is unable to handle his life, due to some kind of failure or some kind of hurt or some kind of disappointment that happens in life, some expectation is not fulfilled, then the mind gives up, the mind becomes very low, the mind energy becomes very low, and that is when a person starts experiencing depression. When his survival instinct itself becomes very low and he doesn't feel like living at all, he gives up everything, he withdraws from everything, all the enthusiasm is gone from life. That is what happens when there is depression. But when we practice Alpha meditation, what happens is, there is so much happiness in the mind. Automatically there is a synchronization, there is an alignment which takes place within us and everything comes into place. It's almost as if a person feels that he is complete when he is in the Alpha level of the mind. And I have seen so many people who have been under depression for so many years, even sometimes 10 years, 20 years. But when they come and attend this one day workshop, throughout the day we do the meditations. Many times we go to the alpha level, and the alpha level by itself is a stress reliever. So every time we do the meditation, a lot of stress gets released, and towards the end of the day the person feels that his depression has lifted completely. So many people have told me that just at the end of the day I felt so light, my mind became so fresh and so bright, and then from that day onwards they say, I've been absolutely different. So depression definitely dissolves with alpha mind power, and then when they take it forward and they practice every day, then every morning when they practice they experience that bliss. Alpha is a very blissful state of mind. So when a person experiences that bliss every day, there can never be any depression in the mind, it just disappears.
Angerness also connected with the depression.
Yes.
Can we reduce the angerness by alpha mind power?
Not only reducing, anger actually vanishes.
Oh.
Because anger comes in the mind when a person does not like many things in life, when he keeps on suppressing his feelings in life, negative feelings, and many times we expect certain things from some people. When that doesn't happen, then anger comes, and for various other reasons. Anger can come for so many reasons, but anger, when it is shown out and then when you forget about it, it doesn't stay in the mind. But most of the time nowadays what happens, there is so much anger in everybody's mind, it is suppressed, it is never shown out. If you take a house, there are 4 people, like we say father, mother and 2 children, every mind harbors a lot of anger, every mind harbors a lot of, sometimes unwanted emotion towards the others. So this is going on in the mind, and when there is a lot of anger in a person's mind, it is almost like a volcano, and it's almost like trying to put a lid on the volcano and you don't know when it will burst. So what happens is, when the anger is there in the mind, when some small thing goes wrong, the entire anger comes out, it erupts, it bursts out. That's what happens in many people's life. But with alpha meditation, what happens is, the moment you reach the alpha level, the stress in the mind gets released, and even the anger in the mind gets dissolved. So people who came to our workshop, even after a few days when they meet me, they always come and tell me, ma'am, nowadays I don't feel angry at all the anger has disappeared. I still remember there was one gentleman who attended my class a few years back. He was about 70 years old. After he attended, he went back, and after a week or 10 days, he called me on the phone in my office. He spoke to me and he told me his experience. He said, I always used to be very angry. I always used to maintain a distance from people, even his own family. He says, even my wife cannot come very close to me. She gets scared to talk to me, and my children never come anywhere near me. I used to feel that I am the head of the family, so I have to maintain a distance. I have to always be angry so that people will listen to whatever I say. That was his perception about life. But after attending this workshop, he said, after that one day, I understood what a big mistake I was making. And he said, I immediately started practicing and all the anger vanished from my mind. And he said, I started calling the people in my family. I asked them to come and sit next to me, talk to me nicely, and they were all so amazed and surprised. And he says, now my life is so much better. At the age of 70, he says, I am now realizing that I have wasted my whole life by being angry. And by doing alpha meditation, that anger has dissolved. So the rest of my life, he says, I am going to live with a lot of love. So this is the kind of change that one can experience when they practice alpha meditation.
Yeah, doctor, what I am realizing right now, the basically problem is their negative thinking.
Yes.
Which we can connect with all problems. So
yes.
what would you say about the negative thinking?
Negative thoughts will come in the mind. See, sometimes people come and ask me, they say, oh doctor, I am getting negative thoughts, what do I do, what do I do? See, we cannot get upset because negative thoughts are coming. So where are these thoughts coming from? Because we live in a world where there are so many negative things happening around us. Every day when we open the newspaper, we read about so many negative things.
Suicide case.
Many things, so many things which should not be there, but we are hearing them. Again, when we watch the TV news also, we see so many murders, so many things going wrong, and those are all highlighted. So the information comes to us. Also, when you talk to somebody, they will only explain to you whatever went wrong in life. Nobody comes and tells us the positive things. So again and again, when negative thoughts or negative inputs are given to the mind, then automatically negative thoughts come in our mind. Even after 10 years of meditation or 20 years of meditation, negative thoughts can come in the mind. So one should not get upset that I am getting a negative thought. One should understand that this can be changed. So whenever there is a negative thought, you just cancel it and mentally change the thought replace it with a positive thought. Automatically when we start practicing this, after some time you find that you do not have any negative thoughts, and negative thoughts give rise to negative emotions. Because when there are a lot of negative thoughts in the mind, I am no good, I cannot do this, I cannot achieve that, then the person gets depressed. It also leads to anger. So that becomes a very vicious cycle. But once you change the thought form then and there, then there are no negative emotions and the person becomes a very positive person. The energy of a person is very important. You see, when we meet a person, often, you know, the first meeting we say, I like this person very much, I want to talk to this person, or we say, I don't like this person, I don't feel like talking to this person. Many people do this. So how do we come to know that we like this person or we don't like this person? How does our mind come to that judgment? It is what explanation we give is that we say the vibration of the person is either good or bad. So what is the vibration? So the vibration is nothing else but the energy which comes out of a person, the energy which emanates out of a person, and that depends on the thought forms of the person. So when a person has very good positive thoughts, full of love, full of wonderful beautiful thoughts, then his energy is very good, his aura is very positive. So everyone gets attracted to him, and when you go and talk to him for 5 minutes, you feel very good.
So it's all about the individual perception.
Perception, you know, it is the energy of a person. But when a person is very negative, supposing he is angry inside, or his inferiority complex is there, or confusion is there, fear is there, when you look at that person, you feel uncomfortable because the energy is not good and you don't feel like talking to them. So thoughts are very important because they create our energy.
Yeah, doctor, here we stop for a short break. Okay. And you don't go anywhere, keep watching your favorite show, Alpha Mind Power.
The greatest power is the power of the subconscious mind. Victory will take a permanent seat in our life on the very understanding of this power of our mind. Alpha meditation is the best way to realize the innermost power of our subconscious mind. Through this meditation, one can generate positive energy, visualize the solution to all worldly problems, and release stress, achieve goals at ease, create positive thoughts in the subconscious mind, improve relationships with family and friends, lead a healthy life, and ultimately reach greater heights in life.
Welcome back to your favorite show, Alpha Mind Power, and here with us Dr. Vijay Lakshmi Pathyan. Dr. Pathyan, can we balance our emotional thing? So how Alpha Mind Power help in it?
Yes, see, alpha level, as I said earlier, is an automatic stress reliever. And when we say emotions, it is mostly we talk about the negative emotions, because the positive ones, when a person is very confident or very happy or full of love, then there is no problem with that. But the negative ones like anger, hatred, confusion, fear, doubt, many other things like that, those are the emotions which create blocks in the mind. And when there are such negative emotions in a person's mind, his mind energy level becomes very low and he is unable to perform also. Even the feeling of guilt, the feeling of anger, it always eats away the energy of a person's mind. So in such cases, I always tell them, you practice the alpha level meditation, because at the alpha level the subconscious mind opens, and when the subconscious mind opens, we can even remove these emotions. I have created a very beautiful meditation just for this, where we go to the alpha level and we remove all the negative emotions like anger, hatred, and as I said, fear, confusion, guilt. There are many others I have mentioned there. One by one we remove all these emotions and throw them out, and then we fill ourselves with the positive emotions like a lot of confidence, a lot of love, a lot of courage, a lot of peace. So it is like completely washing out from inside and filling with the positive things. And after doing this meditation, so many people have told me that the thoughts have changed, thought patterns have changed.
They're
so
feeling new life.
Absolutely new. The way in which they think also becomes different. So at the alpha level, we can reprogram our mind. We can reprogram the subconscious mind. Our own thought patterns can be totally different. So that is the best thing that can happen to a human being.
Doctor, it can be cure or remove alcoholism.
Yes, because alcoholism, again, if you talk to anybody who is under this habit, most of them will say, I wish to leave this habit, or I wish to give up this habit, but I am not able to do it. The willpower is not there. Every time I say I am not going to drink, but then something happens and I go and drink.
Of course, willpower is a important
willpower
thing.
is less.
Yep.
So although the desire is there to give up the habit, somehow the willpower is less. Here, if the person starts practicing alpha level meditation, the mind becomes so peaceful and happy that seeking something like alcohol or even smoking, it comes down automatically. And on top of this, if the person also talks to his subconscious mind and he starts saying that, see, this, I do not need this habit at all, I am giving up this alcohol habit, or I am giving up this smoking habit, and if he keeps repeating it to his subconscious mind, automatically he finds that the desire to use these things goes. So many people who have attended my class, they have stopped smoking on the same day. I am talking about chain smokers. There was a person who attended the workshop. In the morning, before I began, he came and spoke to me for a minute. He said, ma'am, I smoke at least 100 cigarettes in a day. I mean, I cannot imagine how he does it, but that's what he said. He said at least 100. Now, I don't know whether I can sit in your class, because it's from morning 9 to evening 6. Will I be able to sit? That was the question. Then I said, now you have come here, so don't worry about anything, you simply sit. He sat through the class, and in the lunch hour, he came to me. He said, ma'am, already 4 hours have gone. And not only I have not smoked, but I did not even think about the cigarette. The thought never came. He said, I will wait till the evening and tell you. And then we went through with the class. Evening at 5:30, the class was over. Again he came to me. He was absolutely stunned. He said, almost 8 hours I have been sitting in this hall and I never thought about the cigarette. I never smoked. And he says, even now when I think of it, I don't feel like it. You see, these habits come to a person only when the mind is weak. So this is like, you know, a kind of soothing. They feel my stress will get relieved if I smoke or if I drink, which doesn't happen. But when the mind becomes strong, you don't need anything like that. On your own, you are very happy. So that way people have been able to give up completely.
Yes. Okay, doctor, that is the different scenario. Let's move to the student life.
Yeah.
So how does Alpha help in studies and student life?
First of all, in studies, the problem students face is, it is not that they don't study. See, automatically there is so much pressure from the school and so much pressure from home. So students do study, but the problem is 1 hour when they sit and they read the pages, maybe 30-40 pages, at the end of it, when they think about it, they don't remember anything. The memory is bad. And why does this happen? Because they read at the beta level. At the beta level, the mind is working on different tracks. What happened in school yesterday.
And especially examination hall, it can.
Yes, even when they are studying, the mind is not in the studies. So many other things. So what is the cricket match happening, or what is the new movie, or something with the friends, or the parties, whatever. Everything is running in the mind. And then the eyes are reading the book. So the words don't enter at all. So when something does not register in the mind, how can they recall and write? But here, once they attend the workshop, I give a mudra called Alpha Mudra, which takes a person's brainwave frequency immediately to the alpha level, instantly. So while studying, they use this mudra, and when they use this mudra, they are in the alpha level of the mind. The subconscious mind is open. They just give a command to the subconscious and say, whatever I study now registers clearly in my mind. And when they have emotional problems with their own peers, and they are not able to go and talk to them or discuss, sometimes they don't even want to come and tell their parents. Mostly that is the problem, because when parents bring children to me and they say he is not studying well, once this happened, the boy was in the 9th or 10th. So when I spoke to the boy separately, he says, I want to study. I come from the school, I want to study, but in the house there are so many problems. Everybody is discussing the problems. So my mind gets upset. They have a lot of problems. So with the use of alpha mind power, they can handle all the problems. Then the mind becomes free to study. So it really helps the youngsters a lot.
Okay, Dr. Patyan, thank you so much to give us your precious time and these important information.
Thank you very much.
And we hope you like this program definitely, and we will come back again next time with new topics. Till then, bye-bye, take care yourself. Namaskar.